Hello guys, welcome back to another video on Plannerzoid, and in today's video I will be doing a card making video with Lunar paste. For you guys that don't know what Lunar paste is, it's pretty much just another, I like to call them embellishments, just another embellishment to add to your crafts. And it's a milky texture, and when it dries it becomes hard and it like shines in the light, I guess. I don't know how to explain it, but I do know how to show it. So at the end I will show it when I finish my craft with this demo. But this paste was really cool. I actually saw it on YouTube, and I don't know, I was just looking up random craft stuff because I'm learning new things and I want to try new things, and I came across Lunar paste. And fun fact, they also have solar paste. So if you guys have ever heard of this or not heard of this, just let me know down below. I'm curious, does anybody else know what Lunar paste is? Because I didn't, and now I do. I also purchased the paste tool set from Hurley on the Ranger website. When I was reading more into it, I saw you had to use the little knife to smear the paste across. So that's exactly what I'm going to do in this project. So I just cut 2 pieces of paper. Honestly, I don't know the measurement. I just cut it, and I just want to try to paste out on it first to see how it go. And I also highly recommend that you use a glass mat as your surface when you're doing this, because it's easy to wipe up and clean, because the paste can get kind of messy, especially if you're new to using it. And plus, I don't know, I just don't want to mess up my surface. I think you should work on any kind of surface when doing any kind of crafts, no matter what crafts. So this is the stencil I'm going to be using, and honestly it's just a cheap paper stencil that I got at the craft store. I shouldn't have used the paper stencil because it left a mess and I couldn't keep the stencil. But then again, I guess it could be like a one-time use kind of thing. I don't know. I didn't even know they made paper stencils. But anyway, that is what I'm going to be using in my project on the card. Now I'm going to go ahead and adhere my card down to the mat so that it doesn't move around when I apply the paste. I'm just using painter's tape. Honestly, I don't even know why I have this tape. I don't know what I was trying to do, but I'm actually glad I have this tape because it's super easy to remove whenever you're ready to remove it from a surface. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere my card down, and then I'm going to get the paste together. So for this project, I will be using 3 different Lunar paste colors. The colors that I'm using are going to be Dark Frog, which is the green, Hot Mess, which is the pink, and No Chill, which is the blue. And all of these are neon colors. So this is a neon bundle. And look at the consistency of that. So it's a thick, milky consistency, and I have to smear it across paper. I don't know how I feel about this because I already feel like I'm gonna make a mess, but I'm gonna try. So I have to use this little knife spatula thing, and I'm gonna just smear it across the paper, and then I have to like scrape it across with this big old scraper. I don't know, I tried to watch some demo videos. So here goes nothing. Y'all, one thing I can say about using this paste is that less is more. I do feel like in this go around I used too much, but I didn't know. But I do want to tell you that less is more, and you'll see why in a second after I smear it and everything. I have so much excess left. So just keep that in mind if you're thinking of using this and want to use it. You don't have to put as much as me. I put way too much. Now I'm going to go ahead and use this scraper from Hurley, and it has a cute little hole, so if you wanted to hang it on the wall or something, which is what I do, I like to just put it on the wall when I'm finished. I'm gonna go ahead and like smear and scrape the paint down to the bottom like I saw in the demo when I looked at it online. And then if you have any excess, you can kind of lean your scraper down a little bit to get more of that excess down on the paper. But you see what I'm talking about? I still have a lot of excess left, and I just overall used way too much paste. However, that's okay because you can always use your excess in another project, like I'm going to do in this video. Now I'm just taking the excess and I'm just scraping it on this other sheet of paper here, which is what I'm going to use for my other card. And guys, even though I scraped it on here, I still had more excess left. So I just used way too much. I cannot stress this enough. Less is more when it comes to using this stuff because it does get kind of messy. And a reminder that if you are going to do these kind of projects, to work on top of a surface other than your desk because it might get on your stuff. So you might want to put a mat or something down like I have in this video. I'm using a glass mat, just a reminder. And then also, I just wanted to kind of smear it just to kind of show you all the colors kind of blended together if you're just looking for a little idea. Ultimately, I did not use the bottom part of this paper with the blended colors, but I don't know, I was just smearing it out to try stuff, you know? And another reminder, don't forget to clean up as you go. So really quickly, I just want to clean up my little craft area before I prepare for the next part of my project. So just a tidbit. Also, this is why I like glass mats. See how I was able to just wipe that up with no problem at all? That's why I like using glass mats, especially for these kind of projects. So I'm just telling y'all, like, okay, use some kind of protective surface. Now I'm going to go ahead and use my heat gun. This heat gun is from, I think, the Ranger brand. I purchased it on Amazon. So this is just a heat gun for, you know, crafts and stuff. And it says on there it's not a blow dryer. So I don't know who needs to hear it, but just in case, like, I'm not using a blow dryer or anything. I'm actually using a heat craft tool that is meant for crafts and stuff. So I recommend it. I got it on Amazon and I'll link it down below. But right here, I'm just going to make sure that I kind of blow on it to dry it up faster, but it can air dry on its own. I believe it takes about a good hour, maybe even longer than that. I like using a heat gun to expedite that, you know? So now I move to my other workstation. I need to cut these cards down because we don't want to show all that other stuff going on. But do y'all see the shimmer on these cards? I love this stuff because it brought a new dimension to the project. Not only do you have like a shimmery look to it, there's also a little bit of texture when you finish using the Lunar paste and it actually dries. And actually you can see here that I didn't even let it dry completely and it smeared all on my blade and everything. So I had to wipe it off. So make sure you let it dry completely. Like I said, when I looked it up, people said it could start at an hour or be longer. Some people did overnight. Personally, I think after about an hour or two, you're good because I did give it extra time to dry. And after an hour, it was a lot better. But if you want to move faster, you could just, you know, use the heat gun or whatever. But here I'm just cutting it down to an appropriate size so that none of the crazy stuff that I did on it shows up on the card. And then I'll be able to go back to my other workstation and actually put the card together. By the way, the trimmer that I'm using is the We Are Memory Keepers Works tool. I got it at Michael's. It makes a bunch of different things. I use it in almost every video and I'm always talking about it. Highly recommend it. It is pricey, but it does have a lot of functions to it, like cutting, trimming, scoring, making envelopes, making banners, making puffballs. Wait, maybe not puffballs, but ribbons. I can't remember. All I know is that it makes a lot of things and I mostly use it for cutting. And I really like it for cutting because the measurements on there make it so much easier to cut precise sizes of whatever you need for your paper crafts. So I just wanted to let you know that's also what I'm using in this video. I will now be using my Texture Boutique to emboss a design on there just to give it some more oomph, you know, pizzazz, dimension to the card. And I'll be using this Sakura Cherry Blossom theme embossing folder that I got on Amazon. Thinking about doing a collection video because I've acquired so much over time from Amazon. They actually got some really good stuff for a cheap price. But I'm going to use the Texture Boutique to emboss something on there, and then I will be able to continue making my cards. I had no reason for doing this. I just wanted to simply try something new. Luckily, I let it dry completely. So look at the texture, look at the shimmer. It is so cute. Now I'm going to go ahead and clean up my mess, and I'll see y'all at my other workstation again. Look at these cards. They're so pretty. Oh my goodness, especially this one with the flowers. Let's go ahead and construct the card now. So this part is the easiest part. All I'm going to use is some foam tape on the back of the pieces that I did the lunar paste on, and I'm just going to stick it on the striped paper that I have in this video. I'm just simply I don't know, layering paper essentially. That's about it. But I like using foam tape because it provides just extra dimension to the card. Like, I kind of like when it sticks out sometimes. It just looks really cool. And then for this card, I'm just using thank you as a cute little message, and I used embossing powder to do that, which was really fun to do. So that's another fun element that I added to this card too. There's a lot of like elements going on here. I like that. And then for the other card, I'm just doing just the same thing essentially, except in a different way with a, you know, different message or whatever. So it's the same process, but it still looks different. You know what I'm saying? And actually, I noticed that many of my cards, I do that. I like to use the foam tape. I noticed that. I don't know, it just provides dimension, I guess. Once I place my message on there, the card is finished, and both cards look really good, very unique. I love the colors and the contrast, the dimensions. It's just so much going on in this card, and I'm really here for it. So these are how my cards look. The project was super easy, of course. So if you ever wanted to do it or need an idea for your Lunar paste, there it is. Okay, these were really fun to do. And I loved using these jars actually because you don't have to use a lot. It's a lot of product, so it's going to last a long time. And the coolest part about all of this is not only did I purchase lunar paste, did you guys know that there's also solar paste? How adorable is that? Now the solar paste, I'm still trying to kind of figure out what kind of project I want to do with it, but I think I kind of have an idea. So I will be doing that in an upcoming video coming very soon. Please stay tuned. Now I want to go ahead and give you a montage of these cards up close so you guys can see my work. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have any ideas for any card making stuff, any inspo you want me to show, let me know down below. I am in a trial period where I'm just trying so many new things, and I am really enjoying myself. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, and here's the montage.